Could we have a super typhoon off of the coast of the Philippines by about the 5th into the 6th of November? This has been the number one question people have been asking me over the last 24 hours. And the main reason is the latest runs from both the GFS shown here and the ECMWF shown here indicate a large storm system just towards the east of Samar, Tacloban, or maybe just east of Mindanao. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta, always trying my best to give you the latest information with no hype. And I know if you look at the screen here, you're probably thinking, well, you started with that. I do want to get your attention on it because it is important, but I do also want to stress that we're still looking about 7 days out here. This would be actually next Wednesday, so more than about 8 days out for the ECMWF and the GFS guidance here. And even if we take a look at current satellite imagery, kind of get an idea. So I think this is picking up on this wave right there. You see it south and east of Guam. There's a separate wave here that is moving towards the west, and that's also going to increase showers and might even become an LPA over the Philippines. Don't get that confused with the second one. We are getting to that time of year where the subtropical ridge sets up, dominates, and anything that forms down here more than likely will become a west runner, basically kicking off into towards the Philippines. And you can see here area 1 showing that area move towards the west. That is the one I was just talking about. And then you have area 2 out here well towards the east of Guam. Area 2, look at the bottom of the screen. Area 2 is the one that moves over the Philippines between the 3rd and the 9th, and then there's an Area 3 that could even be behind that. Area 2 is the one we're most chiefly concerned about. It hasn't been dubbed an invest or anything yet at this point. It's still an area of convection out there that really has no organization at this time, but atmospheric conditions are coming together with that area of convection is why the models are picking up on this. And you can see this is actually sea surface temperatures, and I want to show you this because if I click around on here, this is telling me that the entire Philippine Sea, despite all the storms we've been getting, and despite it being, heading into November, is still running about 1 to 2 degrees above average. And overall, especially this area just around the Yap and Palau, 30 to 31 degrees Celsius. I mean, this is just, it is fuel for the fire to potentially allow something to develop here. So let's scroll our graphics back here with windy, and we're going to go ahead through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So there's area 1. You can see it over the Philippines, kind of developing. You still have the northeast monsoon continuing to dominate back towards the north here. And then here's Saturday, Sunday, into Monday and Tuesday with the ECMWF. By Wednesday, the 5th of next week, it shows that quick development over those warm sea surface temperatures. Now, if we change this up and let's take a look at the long range guidance with the ensemble. So basically we're going to take that model, pull it apart, and show all the individual members that run in the supercomputer and get averaged together. You can see here by the 5th, the ECMWF has some high confidence that there is all these circles kind of stacked on top of each other. So definitely, the guidance kind of hinting at it. And then you can even see here with the Google DeepMind, this is the 2nd into the 3rd, also picking up on something out here over the Philippines. But timing, not really concrete on that. DeepMind does a really good job. By the way, if a storm is already formed, it does poorer if a storm hasn't formed yet, but it's trying to pick up on it. But if we do get kind of a developed low-level center, I think the DeepMind's really going to pick up on it, and that's when we kind of lean our confidence onto those new AI models. So here's the main points. It's still long-range outlook. I can't stress that enough. We're still looking 7 days out. Both of the models are showing something for today, but they might end up going, oh, all right, never mind. They could pull it back. It's possible. Multi-models do show development, though, and we are in straight runner season, meaning that subtropical ridge more than likely going to keep stuff further towards the south instead of a recurve scenario. So make sure you get your information from proper sources. I can't stress that enough, even including me. I'm just a guy on the internet here. I'm not an official governmental source, although I've been doing this for a while and I have a good experience preparing and making these forecasts. But make sure you know your information through your official local sources too, especially when we're talking about local impacts, like flooding and landslides when you get up to the event, because those are the people that know the local type topography and how those impacts will happen at your home where you are. For now, though, we're still looking at the easterlies here, and we still kind of have this little tropical trough pushing off towards the west. That's going to combine with the northeast monsoon and still bring some scattered showers across parts of Vietnam. There goes that first low. This is the second one I was talking about, or the area 1, as on that graphic earlier. That's going to increase showers across a good portion of Visayas and parts of Luzon, just thanks to the coupling of the northeast monsoon coming in just like that. And then we look off towards the east. There we go. That's the area. It's not until the end of the run by Thursday, so we're looking 5 days out. We just start to see something spin right there. So we still got some time to keep an eye on this, and I'm not going to sit up here and say, don't prepare. You should always be ready for a typhoon in the Western Pacific during typhoon season. They can spin up like that, right? But this one looks problematic if the guidance continues to pull through. So, as always, hey, if you have any questions or anything like that, I would like to hear from you. A big shout out to all our Patreon members who support this channel. And number one thing, of course, as always, is stay safe out there. Also, big shout out to, you can see below me, is Frontrunner Financial. They're on that sponsor level of our Patreon list. Check them out. If you want to sponsor with us as well, check out that link. You can get your face on this graphic. I don't know. You do you. But thank you very much for the support, friends. And we still got some time to watch this, but it looks like a pretty serious storm system, so I'll keep you posted.